All right, welcome. Today we're diving into a story of some truly wild contrasts. It's a place where ancient history and hypermodern tech are colliding in the most fascinating ways. So, I want you to picture a land of almost unbelievable wealth, a place where one of the most valuable gems on the planet, worth millions and millions of dollars, was used as a simple paperweight. Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking about a level of wealth that just completely changes the meaning of the word rich. But believe it or not, that's just one side of this story. Now, let's fast forward to today, to that exact same region. This one place is now responsible for making 1/3 of all the world's vaccines, a global pharmacy born from the land of legendary diamonds. So, how does that happen? How does a place go from having a diamond for a paperweight to becoming the vaccine capital of the world? What's the thread that connects these two incredible facts? Well, the answer is Telangana. Officially, it's one of India's youngest states. It was only formed in 2014. But its ambition to build things on a global scale, that's built on a foundation that goes back for centuries. And you can see that ambition clearest in their engineering. We're going to look at how a legacy of building marvels has stretched across 1,000 years, from creating literal floating stones to a man-made river. First, let's head all the way back to 1213 AD, to the Kakatiya dynasty. They built the absolutely stunning Ramappa Temple, which is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But here's the genius part. They figured out how to make bricks that were so lightweight they actually float on water. I mean, think about that. That's an incredible feat of material science way back in the 13th century. And this history isn't just some footnote in a textbook. It is at the very core of Telangana's identity today. This arch, the Kakatiya Kalathoranam, is right there on the official state emblem. It's a constant reminder of this long legacy of world-class innovation. Okay, now let's jump forward to today. And that drive for monumental engineering is stronger than ever. What you're seeing here is the length of the world's longest underground irrigation tunnel, 14 kilometers long, just carved right out of the earth. It's all part of something called the Kaleshwaram Lift Irrigation Project, or CLIP. See, Telangana sits on this high plateau, which makes normal irrigation pretty much impossible. So what was their solution? Oh, just build one of the world's largest lift systems to literally pull an entire river uphill, completely defying gravity. That same insane ambition to reshape the physical world, well, that also fuels its economy. Telangana's story has always been about dominating high-value global exports, whether they're diamonds pulled from the ground or vaccines created in a lab. To get a sense of where this all started, just look at this quote. The last Nizam of Hyderabad, his personal wealth was equal to 2% of the entire U.S. economy at the time. That number is just staggering. It really makes you redefine what rich even means. So where did all this wealth come from? For a long time, the Golconda mines were the only source of diamonds in the entire world. They had a global monopoly. And to get an idea of the scale of this wealth, the Jacob diamond, this massive, priceless gem, was the very one the Nizam used to hold down his papers. But here's the really important part. That ambition to dominate a specialized, high-value global market never went away. It simply evolved into new industries. Today, the city of Hyderabad is often called Cyberabad, and you can see why on this chart. Its IT export growth rate is nearly 18%. That's more than double the Indian national average. This isn't just about keeping up. It's about setting the pace for the entire country. But the real modern-day equivalent of that Golconda diamond monopoly, it's life sciences. In a special economic zone known as Genome Valley, Telangana produces about 1/3 of the entire world's vaccines. That is a truly massive global impact. This table really puts it all into perspective. Just look at the per capita income. It's nearly double the national average. You combine that with its huge global vaccine share and the fact that it's the second highest IT exporter in the country, and yeah, the numbers make it pretty clear. This is a modern economic powerhouse. But Telangana's story isn't just about industry and engineering. Its unique identity is also forged in these ancient art forms that are still vibrant and alive today, literally weaving the past right into the present. For example, take the world-famous Pochen ikat. What makes it so special is the incredible complexity of what's called the double ikat technique. See, with standard ikat, you only tie-dye one set of threads before weaving. But here, they tie-dyed both the vertical and the horizontal threads before they even hit the loom. This means the weaver has to visualize the final pattern with almost mathematical precision. Each piece is an absolute masterpiece of skill. And then you've got these incredible chariot scrolls. The best way to think of these is like ancient comic strips or maybe portable movie reels. Traveling storytellers would unroll these long scrolls, panel by panel, to illustrate the myths and tales they were singing. It created this living, breathing performance where art and storytelling just became one. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, if there's one single theme that runs through Telangana's entire history, from the ancient world to today, it's a legacy of monumental ambition. And that commitment to thinking on a massive scale is still going strong. This is the height of the world's tallest statue of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, one of the founding fathers of modern India. It's right there in Hyderabad, a modern monument built with that same ancient spirit of grandeur. So, you see, whether we're talking about building temples with floating bricks, controlling the world's diamond trade, lifting entire rivers uphill, or becoming the world's pharmacy, the defining characteristic of Telangana is this instinct to think and act on a colossal scale. And really, that leaves us with a final thought. When a state, even a young one, is built on a 1,000-year-old foundation of achieving the impossible, are there any real limits to what it can achieve next?